I want to buy a new business. It's literally my main goal right now, but I've got a dilemma. I need to keep my cash available, but I also want to buy another house. And me taking money out of my business or my own bank to put towards buying a house is taking away quite a chunk away from what would help me get a much bigger business than what I currently own. So I've been having these discussions with myself, which is basically like me thinking about, well, instead of maxing my mortgage budget and getting like the biggest house I can get or whatever in the areas that I'm looking at, why don't I deliberately look at getting something like a much smaller flat? And the reason is, since I've come back from Dubai specifically so that I can get set up properly in the UK so that I can buy a much bigger business, which has always been my plan. At the minute, I'm staying at family's home, and really, I'm used to having my own space. I've lived on my own for years. Even though no one really bothers me, it's fine. It's just, I am used to having my own space and having my own home. So I don't like renting. I've been renting since I sold my house at the end of 2019. And the amount of money I've spent on rent, whether it's a little bit in the UK, but mostly in Dubai, it could have paid for a substantial amount of a home. So that's why I was thinking, maybe, what do I do? Do I go and buy a small flat somewhere, 1 or 2 bed flat, instead of looking for a 3 or 4 bed house? And if I was to listen to ChatGPT, which knows a lot about me, by the way, because of the amount of conversations I have with it, it actually recommends that I stay here, buy the business, and then go and buy a home after that, which kind of makes sense. But I know that the time for me to find the business, buy the business and complete on it is going to take me a really long time. It could be 6 months, a year, and I've already been here 4 months since I've come back from Dubai. So it's something that I'd like to move on sooner rather than later. And really, this is just one of the many trade-offs that business owners and investors have to make. Now, I'm thinking about much smaller sums, but obviously as your business grows and your money grows, these become much bigger trade-offs. But these trade-offs appear everywhere because we all want to do something probably more than what our current abilities allow us to do. Especially entrepreneurs, they're very aspirational. They want to do things, bigger things. And so it's something that I've really been thinking hard about, as in what to do next. And really, I'm just putting it out there because I'm just wondering, you entrepreneurs out there who've probably been in the same place, what do you think? Have you been in this sort of dilemma before? What have you decided to do? Did it pay off? Whatever it was you did, put it in the comments for me, because genuinely it is something that occupies a lot of my thought time, keeps me up at night sometimes in trying to decide, what do I actually do? And the problem is, when you do get into that sort of flow of constantly thinking about something too much, you then end up doing nothing. And that's even worse than just doing something. So I'm going to think about that trade-off, and it's something I'm going to decide on very soon. But I've been dragging my heels a bit on buying somewhere just because I keep flipping between, well, I'll go and look at a house, then I'll go and look at a tiny little flat, and I'm like, don't really like the flat. I don't really want to live in it. So I'll go back to looking at houses again. And then I'm like, no, because whatever I'm going to buy now, for me in my head, is going to be a temporary place, in the sense that maybe 1 or 2 years I'll live there. And hopefully later down the line, business going well, whatever, can look at getting something more aligned to what I actually want in the long term. But anyway, I think for now, that's it. I do wonder if anyone else has navigated that situation before. It'd be useful to know what you did and how you navigated it. Anyway, thanks for listening. Message in the comments, let me know how you've done it before, and good luck with your ventures.